Hey Dr. J, or whoever else may have stumbled across this random video on YouTube. This is my week 3 assignment, and it is about the themes of the philosophy of pleasure. And so basically I chose this subcategory out of all the categories because I was really sure that it was going to involve Sigmund Freud, and it was going to be about Sigmund Freud. But to my dismay, it was not about Sigmund Freud at all. And so basically what it was about was that there were 3 different time periods where the philosophy of pleasures was researched and elaborated on. And so the first one, it happened in 400 BC, and there were 2 people. I'm going to have to read them off because they have really confusing old names. And so the first one was Aristippus of Cyrene, and the second one was Epicurus. Alright, so Aristippus ranked the different pleasures, and so they were kind of on a scale. So it's kind of like, the first thing people pleasure is eating, and then they pleasure sleep, and then sleeping with people, and so that's basically how his pleasures worked and how his lineup worked. And then Epicurus, on the other hand, what he did was he researched why the pleasures are the way they are. And so he believed that the vital things that we do in life are our pleasures, like our needs to survive. And so he believed that those things create an equilibrium. So basically, without your pleasures, you didn't have an equilibrium. So you're just kind of all over the place. And then the second subdivision of the philosophies of pleasure was the Middle Ages. And during the Middle Ages, the 2 big researchers, or philosophers, I guess you could say, were Erasmus and Thomas More. And the big issue during the Middle Ages was with the Catholic Church, and that the Church did not believe that pleasures correlated and coincided with the Bible. And so Thomas More and Erasmus, basically what they did is they argued their point that the pleasures were the vital things we need in life, and that it's okay to have pleasures because that's what God intended, So that's what that was about. And then finally, like the third big area or time frame whenever the philosophies of pleasures was studied was during the 1800s, and the 2 big people were Bentham and Mill. Bentham and Mill. Alright, and so they were big utilitarianists, and Bentham, he studied the different things, and also he ranked them. He didn't, not really rank them. He listed them. He didn't rank them. He listed them, just all the different ones and the possibilities. Like, he talked about just like the pleasures you get from your senses, the pleasures you get from friendships, from memories, from imagination, that sort of thing. And then Mill came after Bentham, and he basically elaborated on Bentham's ideas. And so Mill, he ranked them. He was the one that ranked them, and he put everything on a scale. But the big difference between him and Bentham was that Mill believed that imagination was not a huge thing, because he believed that imagination was just like memories and the ideas and preconceptions that you already had. So it's like either stuff that's already happened or stuff that you want to happen. So imagination's not a big deal, and so it's not ranked as high as some of the other ones. And so basically that's all I have on the philosophy of pleasure. Peace out.